let's see. I have nothing up. Hold on. Oh boy. All right. Let me pull up my YouTube. And then spreadsheet. Let's see. All right. Okay, let's see. So I made a couple of posts just recently, and I want to go over it before people start saying I'm starting drama. I'm not starting drama. I'm just telling my side and what my intent on continuing. Kathy, I'm so sorry. We're waiting on it would be my husband's aunt, so aunt by marriage, but they only call her by her first name. Long story. I've told the story to my neighbor. It's very complicated, even though she's been in the family for like 40 years. She's not in the ICU, but she's on the floor for stroke and which I thought the heart was different from the different floors, stroke and sorry, I'm brain. AFib. So they're running more tests on her. So they're concerned, and I'm so sorry that he's back in the ICU. I truly hope for healing and that you're feeling the support. I'm so sorry. That's heavy, Kathy. Sorry. It's been a crappy week. But I definitely wanted to go over what I said in my comment sections. So that way, if you're reading it, you don't put extra stuff in my mouth. I'm not starting up anything with Clearwater Crew. I'm just stating the facts of what happened and how my intent on still bringing the news from Clearwater. So first up is so my first up is that I noticed new random places in Europe after doing my first part of Europe have shown up. There's nothing, so it's like you're stupid. And then this was weird. And then the corpse flower, for anyone that doesn't know, the corpse flower smells like a decomposed body, like it is rancid. San Francisco had theirs bloom last year or the year before, but there was two. One in Rhode Island, is a state in the United States, and another state in the United States, Kansas. So both colleges, a university and Southwestern College, had, I guess you can watch this one live still, Titan Arum. It's preparing to bloom, and it's really a tree. it becomes a tree after it blooms, and it only blooms once. Like, and it becomes a tree. It's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, that's why I posted both. I was like, dang, both live. And then someone behind the scenes sent me this, and I totally missed it. This is a hotel, a building that they've owned. So right here is the other hotel they own. So I think it's a Scala. There's a sandcastle and a Scala. I think I'm saying it right. And then now there's this one, and it's the Ocean View. Ocean View is supposed to be the same one word, but hey, I was trying to catch up on it. Let me go ahead and go to Google Maps. I'll show you. And if you've seen my streams or even remember this stream, you know I've been watching it closely. It has not been updated on Google Maps on Scientology's end. It is 300 North Escala Avenue. So here's the Escala retreat, and remember, they own part of the ocean, by the way. And then across the street, oh, nope, I'm sorry, Sandcastle is right next to them. My bad. Parking lot. But they own all this. So ridiculous. Let's go down to the street. It's February 2025, so they moved all this stuff. But they have the Phaeton emblem, I guess, which is the Greek. I don't know why we're like everything but they own this whole property. It's now a hotel, a retreat. So they own 3 retreats. And this is the other thing. They could put the hall right here and have this street. Who the hell needs this street? Because they own all of this. But no, they want more. So yeah, they haven't updated any of that. Behind the times, guys, come on. You're changing everything else. So I made that, and the comment section, I commented on each of the 2 because they are the same, basically. What happened to all the, hold on. Nope. For some reason, I can't read all 4. Oh, sorted by, here we go. Okay. Minna says, you would think that some of the residents of Clearwater would have known about and protested this in one way or another. And this is my story. I've said it, but I don't mind repeating it. It's the truth. It is, you know, I have receipts. I've done a video on it, showing the comment section of what Marissa had told me. So I've been watching this for a year. Notified Cheryl and Erica. I can't remember which one checked, and noticed that yes, they're working on it. But I hadn't heard anything since because everything else just got weird. Drama. Plus I was working on the Lisa McPherson Memorial and all that, and that was my focus, not the drama. And then Marissa had stated Aaron has Clearwater covered and also Florida. So like, why am I bothering? You know, I'm just, she, again, the color of my skin, whatever. And then I then emailed Save the Garden that I will no longer be a part of anything Clearwater because of the drama. What Brooks had told me is that he had shared my spreadsheet with Aaron. I didn't share it with Aaron because he didn't care about my map. But then he went on and said he's making a map of all the things around the world. That's what I already did. I talked to him, Aaron, so it's like rehashing it, but it's facts. And I can only account for what I do. I don't know what anyone else's intent is, what they're doing. But even if they put this on their feed, I will still have it because for my maps, for my spreadsheet, it helped Brooks a great deal. It helped with what Save the Garden is working on. And if it helped one person, I'm just going to keep going because I'm still trying to find the 11,000 plus Scientology. I mean, you want anyone to believe in you? Tell the truth. Come on now. Where's that Weiss company list? I want that. Because that most likely will get you 11,000. So Brooks and I sat down, and instead of me submitting to the bullying, like, no, Aaron's got it covered. Aaron can cover whatever he wants. I'm only in charge of myself. So that's where I'm going. And then same thing here, same comment. And then I told my story on Minna's comment. I can only tell you what I'm going to do, what my intent is. I wish everybody well, even the ones that disagree with me. I mean, we all exist. Just keep going. Do what you need to do. But I'm going to be keep going in the direction that I started, even if you don't care, because then it's definitely not for you. And you have other things that you can put your time forward. And that's not a bad thing. So, I know, Face. Yeah, Kathy, I mean, I move away from drama. But I'm still going to tell my truth. I'm still going to say how I felt in the moment. I was very discouraged because I don't like putting people down. I don't like seeing other people put down. But if you can give as good as you take, you clearly don't need people fighting for you. But I don't come on here to put people in their place, because I don't have the measuring stick of what's good and evil and what's in between and what's above this one, not that one. And hell if I get it right, you know. No Face. Oh, stay strong, No Face. Tell your mom to stay strong too. Damn, this month is crappy. Crappy. But I wanted to talk about that because it's not that I'm rehashing. I'm just stating that, you know, that's what happened. They can tell their own story, whatever. I did a video on their comments, so it's not like we had a private conversation. And then I don't know why it's not showing up. Give me a second. My recent post is going to trigger people, and I know it's going to trigger people. I I do not want an army going after. I want to do this politically correct. Because Scientology has put themselves in a position where even the city council board members are like, we got to protect them. Here's the issue. Mace Kingsley has a history of child abuse. Point blank. We're done, right? We're done with that that. And if you don't know about Mace Kingsley, I put a little bit of the history in this comment. Yeah, no face. I don't like my brain hurt either. But I'm still gonna report on Clearwater, even though Clearwater crew got it. They got it. Good for them. But I had been following, and it's not that I'm not a part of the movement anymore. I've been a part of this movement, whether you're with me, against me, sideways, whatever. Like I always said, I'm in my little damn boat, just trying, okay? And we all exist. So let me share with you this trigger warning about Mace Kingsley. It is children involved, and it does piss me off, but I've challenged them not once, but several times, like once on my channel, once on Scientology Geeks channel, and I believe already in one post, but now I'm posting it again because you cannot hide Mace Kingsley. You cannot hide. If any sense of the word like this happens again, because this is already saved and I posted it, I've done a video on it, reported on it. This is child abuse. This is neglect, medical neglect. This is a lot of things that the attorney has room to wiggle on. Okay. So, information only post, because I do not want an army to bully, like, so they can say they're bullied. But get this. I will write an official letter and I will consult all beings that are behind the scene that are good with their words and legal terminology and politically correct. And it's not going after a religion. It's not going after the practices of religion. It's actually the practice of illegal crimes. So bear with me, because I know this is triggering. Last summer, Mace Kingsley Family Center held group purification rundowns for children. By the way, purification rundowns are done to do the bridge and in Narconon. They just don't have the detox part, right? To come off of whatever. And then they do this purification for 6 hours a day and lots of, niacin and stuff. This is on children. Mace Kingsley ran the Kids Ranch in New Mexico. The ranch was first established in Los Angeles, which I don't have a record of. I don't know their address. I have the record that they were first established in Los Angeles until it moved to New Mexico. The ranch closed in the early 2000s. The Mace Kingsley name comes from the two women's last names who founded the ranch. The Mace part of the group left the partnership. There was a falling out. This I found on Wiki, and for all accounts, I have not seen her come forward. Kingsley is very much a part of this still. She just retired, I think. Retired. from auditing. I don't know. So the Mace part of the group left the partnership. The Mace Kingsley still runs only in name now, with others hired for child auditing services. So they have to be a class 5 auditor. They have to do, regulations among the ethical practices of Scientology. Kingsley still lives in Clearwater. So down, purification rundown, new group starting on Monday at Mace Kingsley. This was June 27th. Oh, that's where I was like, where is the thing? Okay. So then this goes in. We are gearing up for a big summer purification. This is May 12th. Deep breaths, guys. We're going to get through this. We are gearing up for a big summer purification rundown party at Mace Kingsley. Call us today. Blah, blah, blah. Again, this is only information. Only. I want them to learn their lesson that they can't do this. They cannot perpetrate against children. They cannot do this to a child's body medically. Parents are supposed to protect their children against perpetrators. Whoever signed off on this, if they got a medical doctor like Dr. Minkoff, he needs to be held responsible, because anyone would say this practice is harmful. The purification rundown is the first major step of the bridge to total freedom. And then it goes into LRH. The current environment is permeated with these life-hostile substances. These are children. They did not do a trip this is poison to kids. And then it goes diagnosed, whatever. So they're thankful that they are able to use this, or use with its permission. And then it goes through. Show you the sauna. What are we doing? I broke YouTube. That's what I did. YouTube had to take a break. They were triggered. Hold on. Maybe someone's reporting. I don't know. Anyways, this is the sauna they posted. Can't see the bottom, it's fine. And then this last one, oh, thank you, is the comment section. This is amazing news. Carol Kingsley, thank you so much for your input on children's lives. Your imprint is everlasting. What fun! When has the Purif ever been claimed fun, Kingsley? What the hell is this? This isn't, so I get the word Scientology is attached to the Purif rundown. I get it. What it is, though, is not protecting children against harmful toxins and harmful environment, the climate. To be in a sauna for 6 hours without a break. Remember, they don't believe in small bodies, or they don't believe in children. They believe that your spirit goes into a body. this is where it gets twisted. I want an investigation in this. And if they do this crap this summer, I mean, anyone in Clearwater reporting specifically what the Purif is? It's basically the radiation. When were they ever exposed to radiation poisoning? In the 1950s. This is what was the treatment for it until they stopped doing that, and there's a different treatment now. But because of a man, science fiction writer, and I don't know how a doctor can go along with this, but to say that things are stored in the fat and you can get drunk, high, or other things and re-stimulate and your body exposed to it again, and this is what you need to do for it not to be re-stimulated. There's a reason why the vulnerability in children and elderly, and then of course there's some medical conditions that also do this. In children and elderly specifically, they cannot regulate their body like an adult or adolescent can. Where's the regulation in this? I am just shocked that this happened. No one reported to CPS, to the police, to medical doctors. The mayor, any official. That would check on these children, check on these families, check on this place to make sure no harm is being done and what is being done. Because you can't just say we're having a religious ceremony. Because no one can take a person and go sacrifice something, part of the family, and say it's a religious experience. You can't just do whatever you want and hide behind religious freedom. So that is my spiel, guys. And yeah, I am beyond words with Mace Kingsley still being able to operate after, even though they changed states. I don't know how they can, in name, still operate. I understand they have a huge following because it is Scientology. Being a child that was neglected in all the ways neglected and perpetrated on, I am thankful that there are child laws now that specifically protect that part of the community. in states. I'm just wondering, where is child protective services? Where are anyone? Have we just turned a blind eye in Clearwater that this is what they do and there's nothing that can be done? Have we given up? And this is why I don't want to focus on Scientology with Mace Kingsley. They're going to audit. They're going to keep auditing. They're going to have sessions with pregnant people, babies, whatever. Because that's their religious freedom, right? I'm going to chip at the top of the iceberg at what laws permit. And this, having a child sit in a sauna for 6 hours at a time and take an overdose amount of niacin and other things. And Carol Kingsley to say it's fun. These people need to be held responsible for their treatment of children. Yeah, call me Flea. The radiation of the sun, and I don't know how this happens. I'm not a Scientologist, but they will tell you that in their past lives, even though they picked up a new body, they need to get it out. And this is how you do it. That's why I say, even if they have a doctor's note that said they had a physical, because that's what Sacramento Org has. You get to get checked by a doctor, and that's okay. Thing is, that's a child. What the hell is happening? And then have it combined that it's the same Purif as they do in Narconon. That's the same Purif as they do on the bridge. And children can do it. Clearly, it's fun. So I was going to detail what it is, their post, and you have, if the person that I'm reaching out to whom it may concern, if it's not their authority, please forward it to the appropriate right eyes to go over and check. Make home visits. It cannot be protected by religious, because what are they waiting for? A child to die? That's why we protect and have rules in a society. We can't just act accordingly to a person that made up a lot of stories and then came up with a religion, because freedom of religion. My hot ass. But yeah, No, I challenge you, Osa. I challenge you, Kingsley. And I know, and now know it wasn't Kingsley's idea. It, if she says what fun, and she hasn't been around for a couple years inside that, you know, what kind of camp fun can we have this summer? But do have a well written, informed letter that isn't going after a religion, but after potential crimes committed against children, and who can check on them, who can do a welfare check on any child that has done this purification rundown on these group settings. At these group settings, what are the children supposed to help the other children? And then hold the parents responsible for any ill will that occurred because of this. After they endured the fun, like Kingsley said. But those are my posts. I'm been struggling. Tomorrow I get to check. I really hope my sutures, I thought they were the dissolved kind. They have not dissolved. So I'm hoping that they're not. They just need to be cut. Because I want this thing off so bad. I'm done. I'm done healing. I'm done. And I'm done with all the crappy medical that's happening with other people. It's hard. I'm breathe, guys. I can't tell you it's all gonna be okay. But I can tell you that life is precious. To love one another. Keep telling the people that you love them. Spend time with the people that you love. Be kind to the people that you don't know. Give grace. And be thankful you're not that person's mother. Just look at the good side, because life's heavy. Life gets really, really heavy. It's Monday. Hi, Susie. Trigger warning. I just went over Mace Kingsley's last year's camp fun, and I've been saying, post that shit again. Go on. I should just send this over with what I know, with what the purification rundown is. There should be a law of an age, and that's what I want to put in the letter. So it's not like I'm denying people's religious liberties, but it's protecting bodies that are not developed, that cannot handle the environment that a sauna has, or a spa for that matter. You guys all see those labels. Anyone 14 or younger cannot go in. So why the hell are we overdosing and shoving these kids 6 hours at a time? So hug one another, be there for one another, uplift one another, cry with each other. And I pray for all of you. My thoughts are with you that are struggling with a family member with medical needs. It's just hard. So I'm going to take a break and maybe cry. I could cry. But I'll see you guys soon. Stay strong. And crying is not any weakness. Give yourself grace.